Alright, so pattern 1. Alright, so this is how it will go, right? Pattern 1, you play that 3 times, then pattern 2. Okay, so that just basically it for drums. Okay, so to lay out your instruments, you go to the top right hand corner where you will see this icon. Click on that. Then after, you'll drop all your bars with all your tracks. Alright, so we'll go with 1, which is pattern 1, right? So this is simple. Pattern 1 here, the drum, and we just click on, go here, click on song, and it should play now. Alright, but it will loop. Alright, so pattern 1, remember we wanted 3 pattern 1s and 1 pattern 2, right? So part 1, so this will be 2, 3, and a pattern 2, right? Just make sure when you're placing your drums, make sure that there are no spaces, because there are time gaps. Just give me a minute. There are time gaps, right? So 1, 2, 3. There are a lot of time gaps. For example, see when I zoom in, you just shift in the scroll bar here to zoom in. You see they have spaces in between, like these spaces. Make sure there are no spaces at all, so that it will sound clean. See, like, have a next space here for pattern 2. Make sure there are no spaces, and then you could zoom back out by pressing keypad 1 or just using the scroll bar. I prefer the scroll bar. Alright, so that's your basic drums. Okay, and now we're going to use instruments. Okay, so just zoom out on this. Alright, just put that there. Alright, this is our drum pad. Right, so anytime you're going and get a new instrument from your bar here, like, I would like, let me see, now we use a bass. Okay, so bass, guitar, I love guitar. So guitar, drop down bass, FL Studio bass 1, right? And there are extremely a lot of bass. You just pick through the one you like. I like this one because it sounds deep, and you're dragging it into the pad, right? So you must go into an empty pattern if you want to go on new instruments. So like, you see, we use pattern 1 and 2, right? So you go in a pattern 3, you click on it, you'll see this is like for your functions of how loud or soft or how short or long you want your notes to be, right? And their pitches, Panama. I don't really use this, so I don't want to confuse you guys yet, right? So you click on it and you go into the piano keys, right? So this would pop up, right? And this is your panel where you will choose out your notes, right? right? So where there are octaves, like but the put it in numbers like 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. So you just have to know which octave you want it in, right? So well, it's bass, so have it in a low octave like D. Okay, so you just start by clicking on wherever you want to place the note. I don't want to play too loud. Okay, right? Okay, so right, so you place your note. Alright, I will lengthen it because I wanted a long residue, right? So part, so that I still loop it. I will do that, right? So let's use 4. Okay, 1. Use the next note. Okay, we use A. So it's D and A. These are notes, right? So right now play. Okay. Next note I will. Alright, so I will do it like this, right? So now is right D, A, F, right, F, right? So just right, and final note E, right? So which is this E here. So I'll place that here. So the whole thing should sound like this. Make sure that it doesn't stay too long. There are some tools to the top which you guys should know about, which are these tools, right? This is draw tool. It will show here draw. This is paint, delete, mute, cut with slice, and show you the shortcut for it to the right hand side. Select, zoom, and playback. Well, the only one that I normally use is just draw, delete, paint, and select and zoom. Alright, so if you want to draw, you just press P on your keypad. Well, lights dim, right? I have no lights on in this room. So and if you want to select, you press E, and you'll see that show up, this icon, right? And if you want to draw, you press P, and it will go back to the pencil, right? So this is just basically it. Alright, this is extremely slow, okay? So we will speed it up. You have this is your metronome timer here. This metronome timer here. You could scroll up and speed it up or slow it down, however you like, to how fast or how slow you want it. Now we'll just put it back to 130, okay? For now. Alright, and after you click back into, let's go back here. Right, zoom in. Right, then you go back here, and we're gonna place our bass inside. And let's see how that will sound. You press L if you don't want to be clicking up here all the time. To switch, you just press L on your keypad and keyboard, and it will switch for itself. You'll see it switching. Alright. Alright, so that's just bass, right? Now let's go and get